After spending 22 years in prison for a non-violent drug offense, a great-grandmother is describing her first moment of freedom with ABC's Michael Strahan.
I want to thank President Donald John Trump. I want to thank Kim Kardashian West. My war angel. Thank you. Thank you, Kim.
LeBron James's alley-oop to himself definitely scored the W for the play of the night, but it was KD who led the Golden State Warriors in a 110-102 victory over Cleveland in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Tip-off for Game 4 is tomorrow at 9. Plus, more body camera footage was released in the arrest of NBA player Sterling Brown. Video by his own admission, the police chief said he hasn't watched. In it, an officer can be heard saying he'll get more paid overtime.
I wasn't expecting any of that to come out. I didn't see half the videos either.
Money, 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 money.
And this is what you don't want to happen if you're trying to catch an 8-foot alligator. Hello, and thank you for joining me from Maine and Gervais. I'm Kimberlei Davis. I hope that you're well this Thursday. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You share the day with former talk show host Jenny Jones. Those trending headlines, celebrity birthdays, and your moment in history are all up next today, June 7th. President Trump's commute of Alice Johnson's prison sentence is big news across America. This morning, she spoke about her second chance on ABC's Good Morning America.
I'm joined now by Alice Johnson and her daughter Katina from Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me this morning. And, you know, Alice, you were convicted of nonviolent drug offense. You served 22 years in prison. How did it feel to finally be free?
It's an amazing feeling, especially just being with my family again.
We saw you meet your family yesterday. How was that feeling to see them for the first time, to be able to really be reunited with them?
Oh, it was the most exhilarating feeling I've ever had, Michael. I wanted to jump into their arms.
You committed a crime, 22 years in prison. Do you feel that you paid your debt to society?
Yes, I do, Michael. I feel that I have not only paid my debt, but I've overpaid the debt for the crime that I committed. But I'm just so thankful. I'm not bitter about it. I'm just happy that it has come to an end.
Kim Kardashian West, she took your story to the president. Why do you think that your story stuck so much with her and made her go to the president and ask for your release?
From the very first, when Kim heard about my story and we connected, we truly had a heart connection with this. And she knew that, she told me that she knew that this was meant to be. At the time when she saw it on her, when I just popped up on her phone, she said it was a moment when she knew that this is the moment, this is the person that she needs to do something.
No, you thanked President Trump after you were released. Have you heard directly from the White House? And what would you like to say to him this morning?
I'd like to tell the president, I have not heard directly from the White House yet, but I'd like to tell President Trump that I am so grateful for everything that you've done for me and my family. This moment right now is happening because President Trump had mercy on me. And I'd like to tell him that please, please remember us, the others who have been left behind, because there are so many, as you said, like me, who need to have an opportunity, the opportunity that I've had.
All right, Alice and Katina, thank you both for joining me this morning, and I hope you make the most of your newfound freedom. Have a great day. Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to. Good morning, America.
Welcome back. More police videos were recently released in the arrest of Milwaukee Bucks player Sterling Brown. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett says he doesn't agree with how fragmented the video releases have been since the January incident. The police chief says he hasn't even seen all of the arrest videos because he didn't think they would be released. Ben Handelman has the story.
It was the video release Milwaukee police said would show their new era of transparency. 2 weeks after police released body camera video of the January arrest and tasing of Milwaukee Bucks rookie Sterling Brown, more video is out. although it has not been released publicly by the department. In a stunning admission, the new police chief says much of the footage he hasn't seen.
I wasn't expecting any of that to come out. I didn't see half the videos either.
The video shows the player being stepped on and mocked.
The douchebag driver is in custody and it doesn't list to him.
As officers approached him for being parked in 2 handicap spots. Newly released footage shows officers calling supervisors when they realized a professional athlete is involved.
We're trying to protect ourselves. Okay, he's a Bucks player? Yeah.
One officer is even heard celebrating after he's been approved overtime pay.
Money, 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 money.
For that to be given to you or whoever it was given to, I don't know how that got there. But we're still working on our stuff internally.
I was disappointed, and my first question was, why didn't we see the entire video?
City aldermen are not happy police did not release the video themselves, asking for a public audit of the investigation.
We're just calling for more transparency.
The chief says he did not watch all the videos because he was focused on the use of the taser. Taser! New on the job, he says the investigation is ongoing.
I stated this before, give us time. Nobody's happy with that. And I'm not defending those actions. But what I am trying to do is to change the department and build the community trust.
3 officers were suspended as a result of that arrest, and 8 more were ordered to be retrained. Some city leaders are now questioning those punishments. An 8-foot-long alligator roaming a Central Florida neighborhood on Tuesday really caught residents by surprise. It was all caught on video before wildlife trappers arrived to remove the gator.
Oh yeah, look, he just ate something. It was just literally across the street from our house.
It walked for 20 steps and then it just kind of sat down. And it walked for 20 steps and it sat down. So it was kind of odd to watch.
Neighbors say dozens of people were outside watching as this 8-foot alligator was spotted roaming along the front yards of homes in the Hammock subdivision in Ocoee.
It's pretty good size and it's pretty fat.
The reptile finally laying down on this doorstep before Florida Fish and Wildlife officers were able to get there. One neighbor almost opening her front door to it.
We were like, no, go back in. So she closed the doors.
Just when neighbors say they thought the show was over, the tied-up gator made a last-ditch effort to get away.
The gator flipped back and headbutted the guy. It knocked him on the ground. At that point, it was kind of free, and it whacked police officers with its tail.
You can see the woman in the blue shirt rush over to help the trapper on the ground. Experts tell us 2 things bring gators out from the water: when they're looking for a mate and when they're looking for food.
We really don't have any bodies of water here in the neighborhood, and so to see it just come from some distance to be in the neighborhood, that was pretty surprising.
In Ocoee, Jennifer Ortega, News 6.
On this day in 1958, Prince Rogers Nelson, who became the musician known as Prince, was born. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You share the day with actor Liam Neeson. He's 66. And record producer L.A. Reid is 62. Well, that's our time for today. You've been watching What's Trending. The news continues online at abccolumbia.com, on our mobile app, and on the news at 6 and 11. I'm Kimberlei Davis. Be kind to each other. Have a great Thursday, and thanks for watching.
Hey, it's Viola here. I'm the executive producer of a new docuseries called The Last Defense.
A bizarre development in the stabbing deaths of 2 young boys. Officials have now charged their mother with the murders.
She was sent to death row for a crime that I believe she did not commit.
I didn't murder my children.
One event with 100 different perspectives.
There are enough holes in this case to drive a truck through.
She's either innocent or she's the devil.
The Last Defense premieres Tuesday, June 12th on ABC.